Welcome back to the men's room, people. Season 3, baby. Season 3. I can't believe we're here. Actually, I can because it's so good. Season 1 was just a home run. Season 2 followed the same suit. Season 3, we've got some good stuff coming your way. If this is the first time you've ever seen this, I don't know why it's taking you so long to come, but welcome in. Welcome in. We talk about absolutely anything in the men's room. Nothing is off the table. Look at these wonderful new settings. We've elevated, right? Gloriously elevated. We're in the wonderful Bunch of Grapes pub here in the heart of London. And he's back with me as well, obviously. This is Anton Deck times 100. Anton Deck on steroids. Me and Rory Jennings. How are you, sir?
I'm really good. Really delighted to be back. I mean, I love doing this. I think it's such a worthwhile podcast. Delighted with the news that we were award nominated as well.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about it, did I? The Arius Award.
Yeah,
we're up
so
for
exciting.
an Arius. Yeah, which is basically the Oscars. It's like the Oscars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I did tell you from the first one, I told Rory from the first time we did one together, I don't know what episode it was. It might have been the Father's one, which I think was a really good one. I said, this might win something, you know?
You did. You called it. I was slightly more sceptical, but yes, really, really over the moon that that's happened. And as you mentioned, we have a wonderful heap of topics to get stuck into, don't we?
We do. What do you make of the settings?
Love it.
By the way,
love it.
Nice,
you can't go wrong, can you? I think.
I mean, not as good as my studio, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right?
Look, pub culture is something that's really precious. I think pubs should be preserved. Pubs should be looked after, and I adore pub culture.
Pubs like this as well.
Yeah,
the old school pubs that smell as you come in.
Proper pubs with real history and not a hint of an artisan Scotch egg. That's what I want. I want proper pubs. I want a jukebox. You can't get avocado
on toast here.
Exactly.
You can't get avocado on toast.
Yeah, real proper pubs in London's fashionable West End. That's what we're after.
All right, we're kicking things off with an interesting subject, DNA. We both done our DNA testing, which is interesting. Rory looks as English as they come. He might have a bit more in him. I look as Nigerian as I come. I have a bit more in. I hope I've got more in me. I hope there's a little twist to me.
I'd love an exotic tinge.
Yeah.
I would love something like that.
Yeah.
Because I think when you think about, like, my name's Rory. My name's Rory, and I grew up on the Kilburn High Road.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so far as I can go. Whereas, you know, when we find out these DNA results, it'd be wonderful if there was just a little whisper
What would you want?
Argentinian.
Yeah.
It's like
you know what, though? Because of the Falkland, you never know, do you?
Just like a little whisper of something. Because as it stands, Rory from Kilburn is going to be so obviously English, but I am a God-fearing
Irish.
Catholic, and therefore they'll be like my dad. You know, my dad is very is Irish, so I think it's going to be fairly predictable. But like I say, I would love, you know, that kind of cultured wonder of Argentina.
Like Oladipo is so Nigerian.
Adetokunbo Oladipo.
I want it to be Adetokunbo Inglesia.
It'd be funny to say you were Irish. That'd be brilliant.
I've got results here. Dun dun dun.
Oladipo.
Do you know Deontay Wilder, the boxer? He done He's
Nigerian, isn't he?
38% Nigerian.
That's not surprising though, or is it?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it isn't.
Do you know what the rest? Do you know what else?
I think Americans are more likely to have loads, obviously, because of the slave trade. They're going to have a lot of mixtures in them.
Yeah.
Whereas us are just quite boring, aren't we?
Yeah. Do you, as to your knowledge, before you check these results, your knowledge, are you 100% Nigerian? Is that what your understanding of who your father was and who your mother is?
Father. Within Nigeria, there's so many different tribes. So it'll be more a case of what tribe.
But to your knowledge, mum, 100% Nigerian.
Yep.
So both grandparents Nigerian.
Yes.
Both grandparents on dad's side
I
Nigerian.
looked at the picture of the grandparent the other day, my mum's mum. Can't lie to you. I looked and I thought, looks a bit Brazilian.
Really?
Looks there's something in there. Looks a bit Brazilian. There's something in there.
Is this
the
optimism?
nose, it's just rubbish. But you know, the nose was straighter than, you know, African noses are quite. Her nose was straight, and I was like, there might be something in there.
Yeah, I'm getting the results up. I'm getting the results up. I'm very excited here.
Here we go. Ade Oladipo, you are the father. No, I'm joking.
Wow. I am
Go on.
99.9% European. So the dream of being from Argentina and potentially being related to an icon like Maradona or Messi is over. 99.9% European.
99. No, wait. Yeah, it's 98.6. Yeah, that's
So I'm 99.9 European. Then I'm British and Irish, 98.6. It's a lot of Irish, though. There's a lot of Irish going on.
Ade Oladipo, you are indeed Nigerian.
Wow, Ade, you're 100%.
You are indeed full. How is this possible? 100% Nigerian.
Mate, you don't even have a whisper, not
I'm
even
so
a gentle
bored by that.
nod, not even, like, nothing.
Like no one in the family in the background just sneaked away for a little while.
Do you know?
Sneaked across the
What
border.
is the culture in Nigeria? You know, in England, there's a huge chance of you being maybe a bit Scottish or a bit Irish because of because of the history. Is that the same in Nigeria? Like, could you easily be maybe a little bit Ghanaian?
No.
No.
Even within like Nigerian culture, if you marry outside of your tribe, so I'm Yoruba, there's so many tribes in Nigeria. If you marry outside that, you're gonna get the people's eyebrow. People are gonna look at you like, what you doing? You're not supposed to. So I kind of expected this. As I said, I hope that the great-great-great-granddad maybe wandered across the border to Cameroon or Togo or Ghana. Clearly not. Ade, you are 100% West African. And then the bracket down, 100% Nigerian. That's strong.
100.
100.
That doesn't happen
I'm
much
very upset
now.
by this.
100%. Like, literally completely. Your entire
lineage,
family
that
tree.
lineage is Nigerian. That's good, you know. That's good.
I've got a touch of Greek and Balkan.
I'll take that. 1.3% Greek and Balkan. That's interesting, isn't it?
But the
I
rest.
wonder how far down that is, though.
The rest is British and Irish. I mean, and that's what I would have. That's what I know.
Are you upset by this?
No, no. Because also, like, how do you feel? Like, I just feel like an English person. In fact, I feel even more specific than that. I feel like do you know what? I don't. Do you know what I feel?
Go on.
I'm so specific. I feel like a North Londoner. I only really feel at home North London.
Interesting.
Like, I don't do my best not to cross the river. The furthest south I ever want to go is the South Bank.
I will agree with this. Rory does come to see me in Stratford sometimes and hates it.
Oh,
He's like, Ade, look, mate, you got to come pick me up because I just got off the Jubilee line and it's awful.
No.
Yeah.
Well, like, so as much as this isn't particularly exciting, it is who I am. It is what I feel.
Yeah.
Do you feel 100% Nigerian, or is your sort of love affair with London sort of clouding
It's interesting you say that, actually, because obviously, look, born in Nigeria, lived in Brighton for 8 years, then came to London. So, 30 odd years in London. I feel very much a Londoner. East London.
Do you have a little soft spot, like anything? You know when you see Brighton doing well?
No.
Literally nothing for Brighton.
No. It's funny, actually. They should be my second
Yeah,
team.
you have nothing to them.
No, nothing at all. But the Nigerian thing's interesting because obviously I went back there and moved there, and I did feel like I want to come back home. Yeah. I did feel like I could live here. But I can't lie to you, I'm very disappointed I'm 100% Nigerian. I'm very, very disappointed. Like, I was gagging for something else. Honestly, I thought there must be something, Jamaican, Puerto Rican,
What,
something.
would you have gone off? Or would you have gone on some sort of expedition for your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
I'm going to go and find my
other 10%.
Oladipo's in Gran Canaria.
There's no point. Now, it's fact, isn't it? It's fact. All right, there are some other stuff these DNA tests give as well, by the way, which are very interesting. I didn't know they'd done all this. They give you your traits as well, which is interesting.
These are bang on.
Go on. What have you got?
Wow. I am a product of who I am. Do you know what? This is great for me because I get quite a lot of grief from my wife for the way that I am, the way that I act. We had a terrible experience fairly recently in the cinema where I behaved quite badly. Yeah. And it turns out that it wasn't my fault at all. It wasn't my fault at all. It's my DNA. Like, look at this. So, okay, look. According to DNA results, Rory is likely to dislike coriander. I massively do. Can't abide it. Cannot. It's probably one of the very few flavours that I just cannot tolerate. Oh my God, this is huge. More likely to hate the chewing sound.
You hate that. He hates it.
I can't believe it.
I
can't say. No.
I really hate it.
Do you know I've pulled people up, like strangers in restaurants? Like,
and by the way, this is not your fault. So you could tell them and show them, look, this is it.
Look,
it's not my fault.
I have a sort of preordained hatred of the way that you're eating, like a horse. Yeah. Would you mind packing it in? And it's not my fault.
Strange that though, isn't it?
It's not my fault. It's just who I am.
All right.
Have you got any of where are you?
Ade, all the way down.
Right.
All right, Ade, DNA results are in, and I'm likely to have an average ability of being able to match a pitch while singing.
No, that's a poor. No,
It's not true, is
No,
it?
you have a terrible singing voice.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you now, I don't.
No, you
That's
do.
the thing that I know you think I do.
No, I think you do because
No,
I've
no,
heard
I
you
can
sing.
sing. No, I don't go for it when I'm with you.
No,
but
you
I'm not
do.
joking. In the car, I'm telling you that in the car.
No. Do you know what you're
I'll put
displaying
Mariah
here?
Carey on right now and go for it. If
No,
you
do
want.
you know what you're
I can put it
displaying
on right
here?
now if you want. And go
You're
for it.
displaying that trait.
1 second. All right, 1 second.
You are honestly displaying that trait that singers who can't sing. You know, like there's always that bloke in the pub karaoke in his local pub, like driving everyone
But no,
mad.
1 second. Am I going to listen to you or likely to have an average ability? Average, by the way. They didn't say
You
I'm
don't
gonna
have
sell
an average
records.
ability. You have a below average ability of singing.
Not true. Not true.
Okay, sing some Luther Vandross.
No, I'm not going to just sing it now.
No, you just said
Under
you
pressure.
were, and then you took a sip as if you
My
were.
throat's hurting.
Okay, so let's just hear.
My throat's hurting.
Mate, no, you're tone deaf.
My throat's hurting.
You are tone deaf. Like you cannot sing.
My throat's hurting. I would go for
You
it.
cannot sing. And
I'm telling you now, I can sing.
I've heard it. I've heard you sing, and also you don't know the words to any song. I've
No,
never known
that's
anyone.
true.
You just make words up.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty. I ad-lib what I want.
Okay, so
more
you-
likely to be afraid of heights. Bang on.
Are you afraid of heights?
Right.
Mate, for quite like a big bloke, you're very
I've told you this
fanny-ish.
This thing here, more likely to be afraid of heights, could apply to every black person.
And-
So this isn't a DNA Ade and Oladipo thing. This is a DNA to black people.
don't like heights, you can't
We don't
swim.
jump out of airplanes. We don't do bungee jumps. We don't go to the mountains.
Well, they're white people.
We don't
They're
swim.
white people
All white
manoeuvres.
people maneuvers. So that's not Ade. That's just across the board, blanket thing.
More likely to be bitten by mosquitoes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true, innit? I was in Ghana recently. Just came back from Ghana, by the way. I was.
Were you bitten?
Well, yeah, because there are a lot of mosquitoes in West Africa, unfortunately. I was. And they might just like my blood. They might just like the smell of cocoa butter that I...
Have you got a
Comedy.
unibrow? Have a look at me. Hang on a minute. You're the kind of man. I'm getting a revelation here. You have them done, don't you?
No, I
You
don't.
have your eyebrows done.
Are you kidding me?
You do, don't
I
you?
swear to God, I do not.
You do. You're
One
that.
second.
You're that bloke.
1 second. Is this the DNA thing or is him dissing me? Like, my singing and my... I don't do it.
No, but your eyebrows are
would-
really well
Are they good?
cultured. Yeah.
Give me. I swear to God, I don't.
Okay.
I'll take it now. I'll take it, but I don't.
Hair loss thinning before the age of 40.
Is that me or you?
It's actually both of our genetics.
It's true.
It's
true.
both of our genetics. Was it? Do you remember what age yours started to thin?
24, 25.
That young?
Couldn't believe it.
That young?
Couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Did it hit that early? Yeah.
Early, and I remember going to the barber shop, Charlie's, Leighton, Stone High Road. And he would say all the time, don't worry, it means you're going to be rich. Like West Indians say, if you start balding early, you're going to be rich. I remember walking into him with my gyro to cut my hair and thinking, well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm not rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
useless.
bald and skint.
Bald
Thank you.
and broke. But yeah, about 24, 25.
Did it bother you at the time? Like, do you remember being affected, or was it
No,
just...
because I wasn't one of those people. You get a lot of people where it's going back and they try and keep the shape up.
Yeah.
I was like, take it off.
Right.
And because I was the biggest fan of Tupac, I was like, well, it's all right then. Tupac's got a bald head, gets away with it. I can get away with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it didn't bother me.
Cheek dimples. Give me a smile. Yeah. Yeah, you've got them. We're basically, we are conforming to what we should conform to, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've got more hair
More
than
likely to
perhaps-
have flat feet.
Yeah, I'm more likely to have flat feet as well. But I do not have them. Do you
I
wear
don't have
those
flat
funny
feet.
things in those shoes?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's not an insult, mate.
My feet are like, don't know, like kind of, they've got a bridge to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you got that as
Yeah,
well?
mate, mine have got like, it's like Tower Bridge. It's fantastic.
You need every bit of help in
No,
height
it's
you can get.
Mate, it's funny how you always play the tall card with me. You're about
I'm
4
just saying.
inches taller.
That's a
than
lot,
me.
mate. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Mate, you're about 5'10" and you give it the bigger.
5'11". 5'11".
You're not. You
take
don't
an
even.
inch- Don't take an inch away
I don't.
from me.
I don't think that you should be giving it the big and about height unless you're
5'11".
over 6'1".
You know, I did see the photo you put up the other day, and there was that guy smaller than you. I couldn't believe
Mate,
it.
there are-
I couldn't believe it.
Mate.
I was going to message you. I was like, where have you got him from?
Wait, there
Where'd you find
there are many men, many men in the world who are smaller
You
than
must
me.
love going out with me.
And that's why we're mates. Do you know what? He's my mate from school. I'm not even
Is he
joking.
really?
Do you know when we were at school, they used to like where you'd sit would be done on height order.
Was it?
So I sat next to him for years at school. That's why we're mates. We only know each other because it was like you're number one, I'm number two.
I saw it and I was like, Rory must feel really good around this.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
is-
what else we got? Anything else in
This
there?
is fantastic. Do you have a hairy back?
No. Although I do have a hairy spot. Like there's a little patch here, which I actually thought one girl, not going to get into that story, but she saw it and told me this could be dangerous.
Did it
Like
put
this-
her off?
No, she waxed it.
Oh,
I liked it.
that's disgusting.
But then when it started growing back, it almost grew back more.
Oh, no.
Like Teen Wolf, like Michael J. Fox film. Remember
that's
that?
terrible.
And I was like, but it literally is just at the back here.
Mate, really?
Just
Do
a
you know?
little spot.
I'm like a seal pup. I haven't got any hair. I'm
Nothing.
like, there's no bodily hair.
What
on
about
me
men
whatsoever.
that shave? Would you find them?
I think they have to. Some
Yeah.
fellas have to. Like they
Yeah,
have to
some
get the back
have
done
to.
and that.
Yeah, that's more like your Greek and those. Yeah, they really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think in terms of like the pre-genetics that we're looking at here, my genetics wouldn't be particularly a hairy body.
No.
I don't think yours.
No, not really. No. Like my dad, no. My mum, hopefully not.
Stretch marks. I'm 66% likely to have stretch marks. On what? I'm tiny. What's going to stretch?
Your belly eventually.
No, I
the way
won't
you
let that
eat.
happen. I won't let that happen. Mate, I went swimming this morning. I was really fighting back.
I'm 34% chance to have stretch marks. Yeah, I don't know where I would have them. Do you know, actually, to be fair, once I started going gym and putting on a bit of weight, I can see them there.
Oh, what? You got stretch marks around your
I'm
bicep?
not joking. Right? Yeah. No,
Alright.
my you wouldn't know about this, but the delts.
The
Around
delts.
my delts. Yeah, I've got a few stretch
It's
marks
just
there.
a chip on your shoulder. It's not a delt.
It's on both shoulders.
Okay, there we go. So
alright.
basically, I think what we can conclude is
We know who we are.
that both of us conform to who we should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
We both conform to who we should be. I find that amazing.
And if there are
mate.
any problems with that, take it up with our ancestors.
Mate, the
Take it up with our
personality insight is fascinating, isn't
Yeah,
it?
how they can get that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What did we give? Did we give a piece of hair and a bit of spit? I can't remember what it
Spit.
was. That was it. So just that can give you that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Hates the sound of chewing. That is amazing because I like it. I detest it so much. It drives me mad. You know, if somebody is loudly chewing in any circumstance, but then that can be what you can extrapolate from that is just manners across the board. Like, don't make
Don't
a
chew.
noise when you eat.
No, but you
pig.
even hate things like a baseball cap in a restaurant. You
Hate
can't
it.
take.
Hate
yeah.
it. Hate it. In a
That's
proper.
not DNA. That's
in a
just
proper.
you.
No, that's DNA. We've
No, it's
proved
not.
it. It's
not.
DNA.
What, a baseball cap in a restaurant.
Yeah, don't mate. I'm not talking about if you want to go to Nando's
No,
and
Nando's
wear
is
yourself
funny,
a cap. I don't care.
What about one of these? Am I allowed one of these in a restaurant?
Very smart.
Okay.
Not in a no. If we were to sit down, if you and I were to be fortunate enough to go to Locanda Locatelli in Marble Arch,
look at him.
of course you don't wear a hat
What's
in a
that
restaurant.
called? What's that called again?
Locanda Locatelli.
Wow, never been there.
But you can't wear a hat in a restaurant. No, it would.
No, you can't, can you?
No. There's a great scene in The Sopranos about that exact thing actually, where he goes over to a stranger and he's like, "Take your hat off."
Yeah.
And the fella does.
75 quid, worth it. Every single penny to find out that I am exactly what I knew I was, Nigerian. But you guys should do it at home as well. Look, we've just started this thing, season 3 again. We want your ideas as well. We're happy to talk about absolutely anything and everything because that's what you do in the men's room. If you are downloading this, make sure you download it wherever you download podcasts from. Or if you're watching it on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And we will see you on the next one.